Hey guys, this is Einar. Welcome to your 24th tutorial in basic statistics in Excel. Today we're going to talk about frequency tables and how to construct them, and more specifically we're going to talk about bivariate frequency tables. Now what does bivariate mean? Well, bivariate is when you have two variables, in this case variable A and variable B, and then you have the frequencies that have each have one value for variable A and one value for variable B. Let's check out the definitions of the different areas that I have colored here. Area A, which is on the top here, is the area for the title of the independent variable and its values. So you will have a title for the variable, and you will have its values. Now, why is it placed on top? Well, if you think about this as a bar chart or a scatter plot or something, we always keep the independent variable on the x-axis. So if this chart had an x-axis, it would be horizontal like this. So that's why we placed the independent variable over there. And likewise, if this was a chart, you would have the dependent variable on the y-axis, which in this case would be vertical like this. So you place the dependent variable, which in this case will be b, its title and its variable values here vertically to the left in this case. Area F in this case is going to be the frequency area, so you have all the frequencies and the different values here. Area D are the sums for the dependent variable and its frequencies. So you will sum up the variable frequencies this way, and you'll get the sum for if for example we had a value for B, probably a high value since it's upwards, you could sum up the frequencies for each observation's values in the variable there. And likewise, you will sum up the frequencies for variable A's different categories here below in the C area. The E area is the area for the total frequency, and you will get the same number when you sum up these numbers and when you sum up these numbers, and that's why we place it right there. I think this will become more clear when we put some real numbers into this. So I have prepared a little frequency table here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place the different parts we have here. We have physical health, we have good, average, bad, we have the social group, which is low, middle, high, and we have two totals we're going to place in this table. So let's consider our different parts first. We have to choose one of these two variables to be dependent and one of these variables to be independent. So let's just think theoretically. Physical health, is that dependent or independent in relation to the variable social group? Well, I would say that what class or social group you belong to in society will affect your physical health. So I would say this social group is the independent variable. This is what in theory happens first, and this is the effect of your different values in this variable. This is why this is called the independent variable. So let's place this social group in the independent variable area. So I'll put it right there. This in turn will have different values that we have to put in these three areas here. So what values will a social group have? Well, it won't have good, average, bad because it's a non-normative variable. So let's say low, middle, high. I think that makes a lot more sense. Just like in a table, you would have low values close to this area, because 0 would be here, and then y would increase that way, x would increase that way. So let's place low social group here in this area. And then middle would be placed there, and then high would place there. So as values increase, they go up that way in the x-axis. Likewise, physical health needs to be placed somewhere here in order for us to be able to know what that y-axis is all about. So let's write in physical health. Excellent. Physical health, good, average, bad. Well, you could say physical health is a normative value. It all depends on how you think about it, but I think good health is a good thing. So I think that belongs to physical health. As before, the y-axis moves up this way when it increases. So good will be placed on the top. Average health would be placed in the middle, and bad health would be placed here in the bottom. So we have low, low, right there. Average, middle, right there. Good, high, right there. And then we need our totals. So where would we place our totals? Well, our total is here. So we could either place it there or we could place it there, because these are in relation to this. These are our, when you add these, you get a total. When you add these, you get the total. So I would place one total there. We get 2. So I would place one total here, and I would place one total here, because this is the total of all these values, this is the total of all these values, and you know, this is the total of all these values. This, meanwhile, is the total of all these values, etc. And because they're building on the same frequencies, when you add all of these and add all of those, you'll get the same value. So this is how you build a bivariate frequency table. You might also want to notice that, well, you could, when you're interpreting this frequency table and you see these 16 people, what does it mean? Well, these 16 people have a low social group value, but they still have very good health. Then you compare to these 25 people who have a high social group value but a really bad health. So that's how you interpret these different cells here. This cell, for example, these 23 people, they have low social group but average health. And we're going to use these in future tutorials, the fact that these are placed differently along these axes, to find correlations between variables. So I hope to see you in those next tutorials, because correlation is a very interesting subject to discuss. So play around with this table, consider compare it to charts and scatter plots and bar charts, and I'll see you in the next tutorials. Have a great day. Bye bye.